What's up, Pandas? Peter von Panda here. Hey, just bought myself an American Red Cross Blackout Buddy flashlight. It's from Eton. I was inspired by my old friends Ian and Kelly out in California were recently hit with a very mild earthquake, but I decided that, I'd order something in the preparatory line and take a look at it. So this is how it comes. It comes in this, these totally bomb-proof blister packs. I had to cut the seal off all the way around, and I've been playing with it. So, the sucker's pretty small. First of all, this is kind of the basic version. It's about the size of like a protein bar or something. I can show you. It fits in your hand. It's a little curved, flat bottom, curved on the top. It really feels like one of the Nutri-Grain bars or something like that. It's not big and it's very light. There are two other versions of this, and I want to say that this is just the emergency flashlight, and I'll show you why it's called the Blackout Buddy emergency flashlight. There's one with a carbon monoxide detector in it, and there's one that's water activated. So I don't have those, but if you live in a place where there's a lot of flooding, or you're on a boat, you're gonna want the water one. If you don't have a carbon monoxide detector in your house, you may want that one anyway. So this is just the simplest one. You can see that on both sides there is a light. This is the flashlight end with the 3 LED light bulbs, and this is the nightlight end with the 1 LED bulb. On the back here is a flip out prong for charging the sucker. So you just flip that sucker out and it plugs in. It's nice and light, so even if you're plugging it into a vertical outlet or a sideways outlet, I didn't have any problems with it torquing or twisting or putting undue stress on the prongs itself. On the side here, there's an off and auto light, and what that is reference to is the night light portion. So if you plug this sucker in, there's a little light sensor right here on the top, and if you plug it in and the lights go out and it gets dark, it'll turn on the night light. Now, first things first, if you don't have a night light, it could be great. This thing can also double as a night light, so you don't need an emergency flashlight and a night light. But my comment here is that when you have this plugged in as a night light, you'll probably want the bulb portion facing down towards the floor, and secondly, it is pretty bright. So I may be able to get you some footage of that. So it's not like a kind of a soft glow dim light just kind of showing you the outlines of your hallway or whatever. It's pretty bright. It's kind of like a little spotlight on the floor. I have some night lights for when I had a dog and my elderly parents and things like that. This is definitely the brightest night light I've ever seen. Cool. Which may be exactly what you want, especially if you're putting this in like a foyer or something like that, or an alpine room, where there's no light and you want some pretty strong bright light. All right, let's get on to the flashlight piece here. Button on the top, turn it on and off, one click. It's also kind of a software button, so when you plug this sucker in and you get power, it recharges the battery, which is great and which is what you'd expect. But if you lose power, that's where this Blackout Buddy feature comes in. As soon as this detects, after having power, that there is no power, the flashlight comes on. So what I've noticed is when I unplugged it from the outlet, it always came on and you'd have to hit the button and turn it off. But I realized that that's a feature, and actually, if you have those wall outlets where you can hit the reset button to turn off the power to it, it comes on. It comes on as soon as the power is cut off. Why that's nice is if you get hit with an earthquake, a storm, something like that, the power goes off. This little Blackout Buddy flashlight is going to start glowing, even if there's light out. Unlike the night light, which only goes on when it's dark. This is going to start glowing. It's going to start putting out quite a bit of light. It's actually like having one of those office building emergency hallway lights in your house. Just pull it out of the wall. It's going to stay on, flip the prongs down, and start carrying it around. And again, like I said, these 3 LED lights cast a pretty big pattern. It's not a real focused, tactical light pattern. It's just a very big, bright, white light. So overall, really cool. $9 about shipped. You can actually get these in probably blister packs of 2 and 3, I believe. So if you want a few of these around your house, you get a little bit of cost savings by buying a few at a time. It's definitely something I would have around, and particularly You don't have to be in the prepper world. You just need to want to be prepared. So, Peter Von Panda here for the Blackout Body by Outage with the American Red Cross Flashlight Nightlight. Check it out. Out.